Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Software Engineer K here, and I'm going to be going through my current thoughts and position on Monsta Infinite. Have I sold anything? Have I bought more? Am I bullish, bearish? Just exactly what my current sentiment is as of now, just because I haven't covered it in a little while. So we will just go straight into it. Now, for those who don't know, Monsta Infinite is a play to earn game that's focused kind of similar to what Axie Infinity did, but they're trying to make it a bit cheaper to get into, as well as adding a bit more of a strategic element to the kind of card-based system that they have with the skills as well in Axie Infinity. But recently, Monsta Infinite, they have been on a consistent downtrend, and there are several reasons for that, but I will go into those in a second. And just with what's been happening right now, so a little while ago, the CEO kind of posted an article that made it seem like he was resigning, even though he technically wasn't, but that's just what it seemed like. And it was basically to explain that because they have some delays in the project, you know, delays happen with many projects, they're going to be more transparent and they give more granular updates with what's happening. So they have kind of gone about and posted these weekly updates, and they break down in very granular detail exactly what they've done that week. And this is fantastic because a lot of projects just don't do this. They just tell you they're working on it, but they don't tell you exactly what they've done that week. And I don't think they have to do this, but it's good to know, you know, exactly what they're spending their time on, even, you know, the number of bugs that they fix. And that's good to know, because if they have bugs, it means they've got a product that is, you know, close to being released. And obviously they want a product that, you know, even though they can't eliminate all bugs just in testing, it's good to have something that is, you know, stable and you know, is working. So that's essentially what they've done for that week. So they said that the next sprint, so a sprint is usually 2 weeks long, what they're going to be doing is more bug fixes. They've got some bugs in the leaderboard, so they've got a leaderboard system going, and kind of some UI changes, and then minor changes in the game. So it looks like the game itself is more or less kind of, it's there. They have an MVP, a minimum viable product. Now it's just refining it and getting it to a state where it can be released to the public, which is really, really good. And from the mini game, we will then get to see the full game. And when this is released, we can expect a huge pump in the value of the token, just based off of the token now having actual utility. Yes, you can breed with it, but you know, you're breeding monsters which you can't actually use because there is no game yet. So it's still kind of the same situation. And they kind of just summarize, you know, what the team is currently doing. So it is mainly testing, which is good, because if you don't have a product, then you've got nothing to test. So this implies to me that their product is pretty much, you know, coming along nicely. Now, why has the token price still consistently been going down? Well, in terms of my holdings, I've actually increased my holdings on the token, because I've said before, when there's no actual foundational reason for the price of something to go down, and it's just going down purely off of, you know, sentiment, that's when I buy. I don't buy on the hype. I always buy during these periods, because, you know, that's how I've remained profitable. And one key point that I want to just highlight is, you know, they have a lot of partners, but one partner they had was OKX Block Dream Ventures is basically a fund based on OKX. So if we just have a look at what kind of projects, you know, they invest into. So OKX Block Dream Investors, they started with $100 million. And they've yielded quite a good return. So this is a fund. And if we have a look at their portfolio, some of the projects they invest into, right? So they focused on, you know, layer 2, expansion capacity, trading financial projects, derivatives, DEXs, popular blockchain ecosystems. And yeah, here's kind of like where Monsta Infinite falls into. So blockchain browsers, wallets, NFT, GameFi, and SocialFi. So game finance. And if we have a look at what they're investing into, right? So they're investing into Gods Unchained. Anyone investing in Gods Unchained early on, they would be doing very well right now. So that's the game that's based on IMX. They're also early investors in Wax. Wax is, you know, a blockchain that I believe NBA Top Shots operates on. So, you know, they've turned out to be very profitable as well. I believe Funko Pops, they're also releasing NFTs on Wax. Affinity as well, again, another one that's doing quite well. Well, quite well from launch. But, you know, the overall market is down just because Bitcoin and ETH is down. But these projects, you know, that they've invested to have turned out to be solid picks. And the fact that they chose to invest into Monsta Infinite quite early on, that for me was a bullish signal. So why the bearish sentiment? there is literally, from what I've seen, the company's not being sued by anyone. The company, you know, hasn't like you know, undergone any kind of huge pump and dump of the tokens by, you know, insider traders. There is no real reason. When I say insider traders, I mean the team, not like, you know, whales that hold the token, because I will touch on that in a second. So yes, sentiment, it can go either way. Right now, just from what I've seen in, you know, their socials, there are a lot of people, you know, saying that this token is going to go to zero just because the game's been delayed. That's not really a reason for the token to go to zero. Yes, the token is going to be suppressed, but I always see these delays as blessings in disguise. Every time there's been a delay in a project I'm invested in, I buy more, because I know that a delay isn't going to last forever. When, you know, whatever it is that's being delayed is released, then we're going to see the pump. And this, in a way, is probably one of the best things I found in my kind of crypto journey, is these delays are basically, you know, broadcasted signals. Yeah, so it's basically letting me know, yo, the price is being suppressed right now, but it's gonna pop once this event happens. And this event for us is going to be the game release, which is eventually going to happen. So if we just go straight to the price, some interesting stuff happened, right? The token actually touched and broke $1 today, which it hasn't done, you know, for a few weeks now. But my one concern is the movement, and I say this in every project that I invest in early on. Any project that I feel like is going to be successful, I'm not the only person who kind of approaches it with the same sort of mindset, same sort of logic that I explained to you guys just now. There are very wealthy people that do the same thing. And I've been monitoring the volume, and it's moved very weirdly. The way that it's been moving kind of indicates to me that, you know, you can see like these huge kind of single sell or single buy kind of orders. Like, it seems to be like very kind of like periodically coordinated. This to me indicates that there are a lot of whales in the project that are essentially dumping the token to bring the price down, and then they can buy back lower. And that's exactly what we saw here. I believe this was a coordinated buyback and then coordinated sell-off. And this happens in many projects. You know, it's something that they can take advantage of early on whilst there's low liquidity, because the market cap is small, there are limited exchanges. But once, you know, the market cap increases, once more exchanges are rolled out, once the sentiment improves, then this effect kind of starts to die down. So in terms of myself, I haven't sold a single token. I am still holding, and I bought a bit more. I will be touching on my alternative method of generating, you know, capital or returns from the MONI token without just having to rely on it and hold it, and without having to just breed. I was holding off on kind of explaining this just because I wanted to be sure, but I'm going to be sharing with you guys my results in a future video very soon, just so you guys can kind of see, you know, just how I've approached it, because, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And I'm just going to show you guys another way where I've been profiting off the MONI token. But yeah, that's pretty much everything to go through with you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, support the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.